10,000 years ago, nomads began to settle down and begin to farm. Tools and new types of innovations were needed to help keep up with the rapid growth of populations, tribes, and other types of cities that these nomads were building. Tools such as the hammer, axe, sickle, and saw were used to help aid the farmers in their farming. All plants need water. Sometimes water is not available. The weather can only do so much. So people began to irrigate the water by digging canals and channels in order to get the water to their crops. Animals domesticated by these ancient people were used to help aid farmers in their farming. This helped increase the yields of the farms and helped take some of the work off the people. Small settlements were built around these farms, so lots of people could work on the farms to help create yields that could support the whole population of that gathering. The human workforce was not enough to turn over these high yields to support the large cities being built around these farms. New tools and innovations such as the steam engine were used to help the farmers plow their fields instead of using domesticated animals. New innovations such as gears, pulleys, and stompers helped farmers increase their yields and support more population. These helped farmers get the job done quicker, sooner, and more efficient. Digging large channels became impractical, so wells were dug and water was pumped out of the ground to help feed or supply the new crop or the large crop with water necessary to survive. In 1837, a man by the name of John Deere created the first stainless steel plow. The stainless steel plowhead helped turn over land without mud and dirt getting stuck to the plowhead. After the gasoline combustion engine was built, tractors and other types of machinery could be built to help increase the yields coming out of crops. These farms can now make or feed a large population with just a small amount of people. Now in the 21st century, large farming equipment is being used. The combine above strips each ear off of the stalk, shucks the corn kernels off the cob, and ejects the trash or stalk out the back. This piece of machinery is called an industrial tiller. It is pulled behind tractors over the tops of the field. It pulls the nutrient-rich undersoil up to the top, ready for the next year of farming. This piece of machinery is called a harrow. Like the other, it is pulled behind a tractor. Instead of pulling rich soil, up from underneath the topsoil, it just turns the soil around and flips it up on its own. Chemicals called pesticides are now used to keep pests such as insects and bugs off of the crops. Pesticides are applied by sprayers or by plane. To sustain a large field such as this one, pumps and wells are not enough. Large sprinkler systems are installed to irrigate this large crop field. Though many call it outdated, the Farmer's Almanac is a useful tool or aid for farmers to decide what type of farming year they will have. The almanac helps predicts how much rainfall, snowfall, and temperatures of the next year. Farming is becoming more and more sophisticated. Scientists are saying that plants no longer need soil. Nutrients can now be pumped through the water that is feeding them. Plants can now be grown in small spaces inside of buildings. Using this technology, future farms can be built on small plots instead of using large acreage farms in order to create these large yields. Farms of the future are predicted to be able to be placed anywhere in the world. With climate-controlled environment, each crop can be planted in any area of the globe, such as deserts and arid regions. Everyone can be happy with a greener planet. We are now looking forward to the new innovations being developed for future farming. The world will be changed as we know it. Agriculture innovations at its finest.